Pulse. Welcome UNLV students to the Shotokan Karate Studies program. By now you should know you've already warmed up, you've gotten the warm-up that you feel your body needs, you're adequate for starting the program this morning. So let's go ahead and get started with our typical, quick, general warm-up. Ready? And Hajime. Ichi. Ni. San. Yon. Go. All right, warmed up good there. Let's turn to the side, bring our heels to our glutes. Good, all right. Let's go ahead and do some high knees as well. Get my workout recorded, here we go. High knees. You can do this slow, just like I'm doing. Again, just bringing your knees up. You can do it fast if you feel like kind of bouncing a little bit, working your calves a little bit. Or if you want to go slow, go slow. And yame. All right, let's come up on our toes, stretching out our calves. And yame. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and do some body hip twists. And yame. Good. Arm up, across the side, stretching out our shoulder. Good, other side. Again, don't hold these too long. Just doing dynamic stretches here. Nothing too static, nothing being held for too long. Switching over. Other side. Good. Feet just widen shoulder width. Go down, touch the floor. Go to the right. Back to center. Go to the left. Back to center. All right, make that a little wider. We're gonna go down to the right, turning up on our left heel, stretching out our hamstring. Good, now we're gonna turn to the left in a long front stance. Pushing on the quad here, pushing the knee over the toe. And down to a runner stand, or a runner stretch. Good. Back up. All right, we're gonna do everything to the other side now. Leaning to the left onto the right heel. Toes pointed up. Stretching out your hamstring. All right, let's rotate that all the way around. Good front stance, long, deep, pushing on the quad, pushing the knee out over the toe, getting a good stretch. Transition that into a runner stretch. And come back to center, come back standing. Good. Turn around, fix your gi. Back to me. Yoi. Subirachi. Free. Yoi. Seiza. Dojo-kun. 一つ人格完成に人を盛ること。一つ誠の道を守ること。一つと力の精神を養うこと。一つ礼儀を重んずること。一つ景気の湯を戒めること。Ready? That's it. よい。すばらしい。Ready? よい。Okay, so today's class is a beginner class. So this is beginner class number 4. And what we're going to be doing today is learning your first kata. All right, so at this point, right, you already know how to do an oizuki punch and you know how to do a gedan right down block. That said, let's practice those two things a few times and go through them just to make sure we understand them. So we're going to stand here and we're going to do chokuzuki punch, which is standing here and throwing each punch. All right, and then we're going to transition into gedan right down block, again standing in place and not moving. Then we're going to transition into moving through those, and then I'm going to start showing you the kata, the first kata that you're going to learn, and that kata is called Taikyoku Shodan. Taikyoku Shodan is a kihon kata. Kihon katas are kata that basically just show that you know technique, and you actually are just walking through a specific pattern that will be similar to some of the first kata that you actually learn, like Heian Shodan, which will follow the exact same pattern as you're walking the floor. All right, so let's go ahead and stand in ready. I'm sorry, yoi, ready stance. The subidachi, ready. Yoi. Chokuzuki punch, ready. Go ahead and position yourself, marking your target. I will count on 10. Remember, we want key eyes on 10. Ready? Hajime. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 6, 8, 9, 10. Yame. Os. All right, so now we're going to transition into gedan right down block. So gedan right down block, you're coming up. So we're here, coming up, and the block is down as you twist your body. All right, coming up again, back to the center. Elbows together, coming down that arm, twisting at the last second. Okay. Again, come together. From here, right, your body's turned, coming together, and the block is down and twisting at the end. All right, get up right down block. Yoi. And hajime. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yame. Yoi. Subidachi, ready? Yoi. Os. All right, so those are the two main things we're going to be learning or going through today, are those two particular kihon techniques, right? Our punch and our block. All right, so let's walk, all right, and do oizuki punch, all right, because that's the main thing that you're going to be doing in this first kata, all right. So the main punch or the main technique is this one punch, oizuki punch, which you're familiar with. So make sure you have room. We're going to do about 4 of these, and we're going to do a turn, all right. So in this particular kata, there's a 180-degree turn. So we'll practice that as we go through this, but you already know morote, right, is the turn. Let's just go ahead and go through this. All right, so let's get here. Ready? Yoi. Sudachi. Ready? Yoi. All right, stepping out into Geto Mirai Kumite. All right, oizuki punch. Let's go 4. Mawate, not morote. So mawate, so turn and come back. Ready? Ich. Ni. Son. Yum. All right, mawate. So bring your right leg to your left, knees bent, turn, gate up, right down block, and hajime. Ich. Ni. Son. Yum. And mawate. Together, turn and block down. Come back to ready stance. All right, so you're familiar with mawate. I know we've gone over it before, but let's focus on it here just a little bit more, because in this kata, we're actually going to do this once, twice. We're going to do it twice, 3 times actually, but there's a 90-degree turn as well that we're going to be performing. All right, so let's just look at that. So the oizuki punch is here. Actually, it's going to be here in the kata. So a left oizuki punch, and then a 90-degree turn to the left. All right, so if I'm 12 o'clock here, I'm going to turn to 9 o'clock. I'm here. So you're going to bring your front foot back. Your rear foot is going to stay where it is. So your left foot is going to come back to your right, and then you're going to shift and turn to here. As you do that, you're going to perform a gate up, right down block. Okay? So again, here's your oizuki punch. As you come back, your left hand is going to come back to your ear to prep for the block, and then you turn and block. Again, from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock. All right, so I'll do it facing you here. So you bring your left foot to your right. At the same time, it's as if these two things, as if you're a puppet, and these two limbs are connected by a string. All right, so as you come back, this happens. Okay, you're here, this happens, this happens. All right, so kind of put them together, and tie them together. When one moves, the other moves. So you're here, here, here. All right, that's your 90-degree turn. Now you're familiar with mawate, which is a 180-degree turn, so I don't want you to look too hard into that. All right, so right now let's go ahead and do a couple more oizuki punches, because again, that's what this kata is going to focus on. So let's do one from this side. We're going to do a mawate, and then we'll start on that side, do the same thing. So just rolling through the drill. All right, so oizuki punch is the concentration point here. Ready? Yoi. Geto Mirai Kumite. Oizuki punch. I'll count them out. We're doing mawate and come back. Ready? Hajime. Ich. Ni. Son. Yon. Mawate. Ich. Ni. Son. Yon. Mawate. Yame. Pulse. Okay, so hopefully you felt pretty good about that. Again, it's not something new. We've done this a lot of times, and hopefully at this point you've gone through videos 1, 2, and 3 several times, probably 2 to 3 times in a given week, just to make sure everything is ingrained in what you're doing here before you come to video 4. Okay, so let's start on this side. Sudachi. Right. Yoi. Geto Morai Kumite. Oizuki punch. Ready. Hajime. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wate. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wate. Yame. Alright, so again, that is Oizuki punch. That's what we're focusing on mostly in this kata, right? The other thing that we're going to be doing is that Geto Morai down block, but there's not a lot of movement with that block. The only movement with the block is when you're turning after a punch. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the first section of this kata. Alright, so we'll call this section 1. So you're standing here. Protocol for a kata. Alright, typical protocol for any kata is you start in yoi, your ready position. You come up to musubidachi, you bow, ready. Go back to yoi, and you announce your kata. Today's kata is Taikyoku Shodan. You announce from your diaphragm, so you announce loudly and clearly the name of the kata. Taikyoku Shodan. And then you begin your kata. Alright, so that's what we're going to do again for this kata. So this would be how you would step out onto the mat. Let's say you walk in from the side, you come back, you're here, you step onto the mat, so you're going to bow, step onto the mat, yoi, sudachi, right? Yoi, announce kata, Taikyoku Shodan, and now you begin kata. Alright, so the first move in this kata is a Geto Morai down block to the left. That's key because that's every single time you do a Geto Morai down block is going to be to the left. Alright, so you're looking left and you prepare and block. Alright, so let's do that from the front. I'm here in front of you. I've announced kata, Taikyoku Shodan. I'm looking left, prepare, step and block. Again, synchronicity is key with any kata and basically any movement with your foot and your hand or your arm movement. So again here, you've announced kata, Taikyoku Shodan. Look, prepare, block. Okay, let's do it again from back here. Taikyoku Shodan, look, prepare, block. Okay, that is the beginning of the kata. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you this entire first section. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll go through it together a few times so that you fully understand. So we're here. Protocol. Taikyoku Shodan. Look, block. Oizuki punch. Here. And now you're going to do a moate and block at the same time. Here, block. Oizuki punch. And now you're going to do that left turn and block at the same time. Looking left, block, and turn. Alright, so there's the turn and the block. Goes right there. Alright, that's section 1. It's fairly simple. Right? It's just that, again, let's go over it again slowly. You're here. We've gone through protocol. And we've announced kata. Look left, prepare, block left. Oizuki right punch. Now you're going to turn, prepare, and block. Oizuki punch with the right, or with your left hand. And now you're going to turn and look left, and down block left. Okay? Again, that's section 1. It's fairly simple. It's very straightforward. I'm going to do it facing you this time so that you can clearly see it here. We've announced kata, Taikyoku Shodan. Look left, prepare, block. Oizuki punch. Now you're going to turn, a 180-degree turn. So what does that look like? Your right foot is going to come back to your left as you prepare the block. And then you actually step out with your right, turn and block. Then Oizuki punch. And then looking left, block. Okay, that's section 1. Again, fairly simple. We're going to go through it a couple more times. So again, I'll face you again just so you can get a little bit better perspective, and then I'll go back to where I typically do kata. So we're here. We've gone through protocol, Taikyoku Shodan. Look left, prepare, block, Oizuki punch. Okay, now come back with your right leg to your left, prepare, turn, block, Oizuki punch, looking left, prepare, block. Okay, that's that 90-degree turn. All right, so I'm going to do it again from here. Just another angle for you. Ready? All right, we've announced kata, Taikyoku Shodan. Look left, prepare and block, Oizuki punch. Now we're going to come back, preparing, block, Oizuki punch, look left, and down. That's your gate umbrella down block. Okay, that's section 1. It's fairly simple. Section 2 is extremely simple, but we'll get there in a second. Let's do this one more time. All right, so Taikyoku Shodan, this is the beginning section. Just do this with me here. I'll call out each kihon technique as we go through this. So you're here, ready stance. We've gone through protocol, announced kata. We're going to look left, prepare, get them right down block, right Oizuki punch, coming back, prepare for a right, get them right down block, there, left Oizuki punch, look left, again your left hand and your left foot tied together, you come back and turn for your gate up right down block, 90-degree turn. Okay, that's section 1. Section 1 again is fairly simple. We've gotten that pattern down pretty good, I feel like. Okay, rewind the video a few times if you have to go through it a couple more times. It's perfectly fine until you get the gist of that pattern and that movement. Now we're going to go ahead and move to section 2. Section 2 is, again, very, very simple because it's 3 Oizuki punches. Okay, so we started and we just turned. So we just turned into our get them right down block. Section 2 is 3 Oizuki punches with a ki point at the end on that third punch. So you're here, 1, 2, 3, ki. Okay, that's section 2. It's super easy, right? So this is the punch that almost finishes section 1. You're looking left, get them right down block, 3 Oizuki punches, ki at the end. Ready? Each, ni, san, ai. Yummy. Okay, all right, so that's section 2. Again, like I said, it's super easy. So let's start from the beginning and go through that entire section 1 and section 2. All right, so I'm going to go here where I typically start kata. Again, you're here. We've announced kata. We've gone through protocol. Ready? Look left, down block. Right Oizuki punch. Retract, get them right down block. Left Oizuki punch. Look left, left get them right down block. 3 Oizuki punches. Ichi, ni, ai. Ki on san, ki on that third punch. Okay, that's section 1 and 2. Fairly simple. All right, I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to face you. So we're starting here. We've gone through protocol, announced kata, look left, get them right down block, Oizuki punch, retract, get them right down block, 180-degree turn, Oizuki punch, looking left, get them right down block, 3 Oizuki punches, each, ni, kia, and san. Right? Fairly simple. Section 1 and 2 are done. Section 3 starts off with a 270-degree turn. All right. I know that sounds like, oh, that's That's different, that's new, and it is different, it is new. So your third your third punch and your ki point are here. Now to do this 270-degree turn, we're basically going to be facing that direction. So we're facing 12 o'clock now, we want to end facing a 3 o'clock position. So we're here, you're going to bring your left foot to your right foot, here, and then turn with that block. Okay? Again, the power comes from the turn. The power comes from that entire rotation and then throwing that block. If you think about it logically, if we're here and you see someone is getting ready to kick you, they're coming in from this side and they're going to throw a kick, it doesn't make sense to get out of the way and then get in the way just to block it. Right? They're coming at you from that side. They're coming directly at me. The fastest thing to do is to come up, turn, and block that. Kick, move that leg off to the side as that kick is coming in. Right? I'm here. I see that you just punched in that direction. I'm coming to kick you. You're turning, right? You see that kick coming. You're turning and blocking. All right? It's that simple. So again, let's look at my feet movement on this. Again, maybe I was too close to camera there. So you're here. This is your Oizuki punch, your last one with your ki point. Your left foot comes to your right foot, and then you're going to do that 270-degree spin and face the 3 o'clock position. So here, up, prepare, turn, and block. And it works better the faster you do it. So if you go slow, it's going to look a little like you're teetering or you're off balance. So again, you're here, up, down. Okay, try it a couple times. Here, come up, down. Again, the spin helps to throw the block. All right, so here, up, down. Okay, again, here. All right, there's a couple of different ways that you can do this as well. So some people might draw up and pause. So you can be here, and some people might draw up and pause, and then turn and throw the block. And that's fine as well. You can get into what they call like a contraction and expansion. So you're contracting up tight. So when you're here, you're going to contract up tight and then expand and throw the block. All right, that's coming. All right, so right now I just want you to get the move so that you understand the turn. All right, the contraction and expansion will come later. The contraction and expansion will come with I guess with practice, but over time, this is something that you'll just feel, like that's what will feel more natural to you, right? Because you've punched, and you don't want to just look like it's like a figure skater. You're not going, right? You're not just doing the spin, right? It is here, here, and there, okay? And it's very similar to this first turn, or any mawate that we do, right? So you punched here, and you're turning. Right, you've come back to this point, you've contracted, and you're expanding out to throw the block, okay? At the beginning of the kata, this time you're here, and you're expanding, or you're contracting, but instead of expanding a 180-degree turn, instead of expanding and going that way, or going this way, we're just going a little bit further, right? So again, instead of just doing this, right, we're here, and we're going here. So again, just watch your foot movement. Watch where I put my feet. So again, you're here. Contract. Find your spot. And there goes the block. All right. That is the most difficult thing you'll do in this kata is that 270-degree turn. All right. There's two of them. All right. Go ahead and warn you now. There's two of them. That one is the first one. All right, that begins section 3. Section 3 is that. Okay, so I'm going to start this kata with my back facing you so that you can see section 3 a little bit easier. Okay, so you can see it right in front of you, so you can see what it looks like. It's very similar to section 1. All right, but you have to deal with that 270-degree turn. All right, so I'm going to start back facing you here. All right, we've announced kata. We're going to look left, down block, Oizuki punch. Looking back over our shoulder, contract, expand. There's our down block. Oizuki punch. Turning and looking left. Get right down block. 3 Oizuki punches. Each. Knee. Son. Ki point. Now you're going to do your 270-degree turn. So your left foot comes up. There's your block. Now you're doing exactly what you did in the first section. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn. Get up right down block. Oizuki punch. Look left. Down block left. That's section 3. All right, section 1 and section 3 are almost carbon copies, except you have to start with that 270-degree turn. Section 1, you have to start in protocol, right? You're going through everything. You're going through your protocol here, and then you turn and you start kata. Section 3, the only difference is you're doing this, then there's your get right down block. This is exactly here. You're here, get right down block, Oizuki punch, turn here, Oizuki punch, look left, get right down block. That was section 1. Section 2 is this. Or section 3, I'm sorry. Section 3 is this. You're here, here, all right? Section 1 and 3 are almost carbon copies of one another, the difference being that 270-degree turn. So if you have section 1 down, you have section 3 down, minus that turn. Work on that turn. That's key, all right? That is the key point of the kata, is doing that 270-degree turn. Okay, that said, section 2 and section 4 are carbon copies of one another. So we've ended, we've ended section 1 here, and we do 3 Oizuki punches. 1, 2, 3. And then you do a 270-degree turn. All right, section 3 ends, right? So we've done our punch. That's the end of section 3. This is section 4. 1, 2, ki 3. 270-degree turn. All right, that's section 4. Section 2 and 4 are exact carbon copies of one another. You're starting in a get right down block. You're doing 3 Oizuki punches, and then doing a 270-degree turn. 2 and 4 are carbon copies. 1 and 3 are very similar except for that turn. Okay? So, let's work through what we know. So, we're going to go ahead and start from the beginning. Go through section 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 sections. Okay? So, I'll call each kihon technique as we go through this. So we're going to go through it together. Ready? We've gone through protocol, we've announced kata. Ready? Look left, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. Come back, do that 180-degree turn, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. Look left, get him right down block. 3 Oizuki punches with a ki at the end. Ready? Each. Knee. Son. 270-degree turn from 12 to 3 o'clock. Here. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn, get up right down block. Oizuki punch. Look left, get up right down block left. 3 Oizuki punches. Ki at the end. Ready? Each. Knee. Son. 270-degree turn from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. All right, that's section 4. You've gone through 1, 2, 3, and 4 in 15, 20 minutes. All right, if you need to pause or you need to rewind and watch any of these sections again, please do so. I want you to understand and fully grasp what we're doing here with these 4 sections of this particular kata. Again, this is a kihon kata, so it's all about just the technique and the pattern, right? This, what I would call an H pattern or a capital I pattern. So H, here, 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 back down the middle, and then again, you finish on this line of the H. Or an I pattern. You're here, you're going there, back there, straight down the middle, there, there, straight back down the middle, there, and you'll end here. All of your kata, regardless of the kata, are going to begin and end within about 2 to 3 feet of your start point, right? So you're going to start here, you're going to end within 2 or 3 feet of right here. If you've done the kata correctly, and that's all kata. If you've done the kata correctly, you will start here and you will end right around here, right? You'll end maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. But if you're doing all the kihon techniques properly, you're stepping out into your stances correctly, everything is equal and even, then you should begin and end in the same spot. Again, part of that H or that I pattern that we're looking at here on the floor, that's what's going to happen. Now, not all kata will follow that exact pattern, but all kata will begin and end in approximately the same point. All right, so regardless of the pattern that you're moving around on the floor, beginning and ending will be about the same. All right, so again, let's go through sections 1, 2, 3, and 4 again. All right, and then we'll end with section 5. Section 5 is fairly simple because it's just a repeat of section 1 and 3, basically. All right, so let's just go through 1 through 4 again, and then we'll introduce section 5. All right, ready? You're here. Protocol, announce kata. Ready? Look left, get a right down block. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn, get a right down block. Oizuki punch. Look left, get a right down block, left. 3 Oizuki punches. 1, 2, ki on 3. 270-degree turn from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, get a right down block. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. Look left, get him right down block left. 3 Oizuki punches. Each, knee, so. Ki on the 3rd. 270-degree turn from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Here, here. And yame. That's sections 1 through 4, fairly simple, laid out, exactly what you know. All right, and I just said section 1, 3, and 5 are the same. Let me show you section 5. All right, so section 4 is here, and you end with that 270-degree turn, here. Okay, Oizuki punch, this is the beginning of section 5. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn, down block, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. This is the end of the kata. You come back to ready stance. Look where I'm standing. Right where I started. That's the end of the kata. You'll come back to the Mitsubidachi, right? Back to Yoi. And that's the end of the kata. So that is the entire kata. That's how you begin, that's how you end. Section 1, 3, and 5, the same. Section 2 and 4, the same, right? So basically that's what we're looking at here. So let's go through the entire kata, all right? Again, I'm gonna announce every portion of it. Then I'll go through it again, but I'm not going to announce every portion of it, so you can kind of watch or follow along. And then we'll go through it a couple more times on and off where I'll announce, not announce, and vice versa, okay? So this is the entire kata. Starting here, gone through protocol, we've announced kata. We're gonna look left, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. Look left, get him right down block. 3 Oizuki punches, ki at the end. Each, knee, so. 270-degree turn from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn, get him right down block. Oizuki punch. Look left, get them right down, block left. 3 Oizuki punches, ki at the end, ready? Each, ni, some. 270-degree turn from 12 to 3. Get on down block. Oizuki punch. 180-degree turn, get on right down block. Oizuki punch. Relax, kime for a second or two. Come back. Bow. Yoi. You've just gone through your entire first kata. Right? From beginning to end, you've gone through your entire first kata, your kihon kata, Taikyoku Shodan. Alright, so now I'm going to do it again. You're going to do it with me, but I'm not going to announce every technique. I'm just going to count. Okay, so I'm not going to be saying each technique and the turn and where we're turning and where we're looking. I'm just going to count. Each, ni, san, shi, go. So just listen for my count and perform the technique that you believe is next and follow along with me as best you can. Then we're going to go back through it again where I announce, and then again where I just count, and then we'll go through it a couple times on our own, fully, silently, at your own pace. Okay? So this one I'm just counting. Alright, so we've gone through protocol, we've announced kata, and hajime. Each, ni, son, shi, go. Each, ni, son, each, ni, son, shi, go. Each, ni, son, ki, each, ni, each, ni, and yame. Os. All right. That's the kata again. Just me counting. So hopefully you kind of were catching on there. Hopefully you knew each of the techniques because they're basically repeating over and over and over, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And then I counted a little off there. 1, 2, turn, 1, 2. And you'll understand why later when we get into like the Heian Shodan kata. But Taikyoku Shodan, that is the entire kata. All right, so you've gone through that entire kata. All right, let's do it again. All right, this time I'll go slightly faster. I'll try to announce as much as I can. I know since we're moving faster, it's harder for me to announce, but I'll just say the technique. You should already know the turn. You should know the turn is coming and where the turn is coming. I'm just going to announce the technique that you're doing next. All right, so ready? You're here. We've announced, we've gone through protocol, and hajime. Get them right down block. Oizuki punch. Get them right down block. Oizuki punch. Get them right down block. Oizuki. Each. Ni. So. Get them right down block. Oizuki punch. Get them right down block. Oizuki punch. Oizuki, or get them right down block. 3 Oizuki punches. Each. Ni. So. Get them right down block. Oizuki punch. Get them right down block. Oizuki punch. Relax. Come back to yame. Or come back to yoi. Bow out. Os. Alright, there you go. Now you've gone through it with just me announcing each technique. You know where to make your turns. You know where to make your turns. Alright, I'm confident that you know where to make your turns. Let's go through this again. This time I'm just counting. So now you should know your technique and you should know your turns. just going to announce by counting, just so that we're all in the same cadence, right? So we're doing this all together at the same time. Then we're going to move on to doing it probably the last 2 times on your own, at your own speed, at your own pace. Okay, so if at that point you want to watch me for the first time and then go through it on the second time, that's fine, or vice versa. You want to try it on your own and then watch me to see if you made mistakes, whatever you want to do there. But again, feel free to pause, rewind, rewatch as much as possible. That is the beauty of this program and having it available to you. Okay, so let's go through this again. All right, this time I'm just counting. Ready? All right, we've gone through protocol. We've announced kata. Ready? Ich, ni, son. Ich, ni. Ich, ni, son. Ich, ni, son. Shi, go. Ich, ni, son. Ich, ni, son. Ich. Yummy. All right. Hopefully you fared well there. Hopefully you kept up. Hopefully you just listened to my count as we went through that entire section. Let's go through it one more time with my count. This time I'm going to count it as the entire section. So I'll count 1 through 5. Then 1, 2, 3. Then 1 through 5. Then 1, 2, 3. Then from here it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. All right. 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. Ready? We've gone through protocol. We've announced kata. Ich, ni, son, shi, go. Ich, ni, son, ich, ni, son, shi, go. Ich, ni, son, ich, ni, son, shi. Yummy. All right, so hopefully maybe that helped a little bit with that 5, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. Get that in your head. Think about that now as you go through this on your own, at your own speed, your own pace, all right, your own power, however you want to do it. Okay, so remember the pattern: 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. All right, so remember the 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. Think about that in your mind. Again, this is a form of meditation, so clear your mind of everything. Don't worry about people watching. Don't worry about me watching you through the camera. Just concentrate on the kata. Okay, 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. Only worry about that. Only concern yourself with each kihon technique and performing it properly, transitioning from one technique to the next. Okay, let's go through this together. Your own speed and pace. Let's go through this where we're going to go through protocol together. Then we'll go through it on our own. Okay, so protocol together. Yoi. Sudachi. Ready? Yoi. Taikyoku Shodan. Your own speed and pace. Hajime. give you a few seconds to finish your kata. I'll actually turn and adjust my knee. All right, Yame, good. All right, so that time, your own speed and pace. Did you stop where you started? All right, just some things to think about when you go through this. There's always room for improvement. There's always a way to get better. So always critique yourself at the end of each kata and say, all right, that turn could have been better. You focused on the turn. Then you did, well, my gate on barai wasn't exactly synchronized with my leg turn. I turned and then I threw the block, okay? Think about each little thing that you can break down and make better the next time you do it until you get to the point of really perfecting your kata. All right, I know this is our first time. I know this is the first time you've learned about and heard Taikyoku Shodan, so completely understandable to kind of clumsily make your way through it, but hopefully I've broken it down enough that you can understand and get this kata performed to the point of proficiency. Let's do it one more time to wrap up class. Slow. I'm going to count it out for us. No, I'm not going to count it out for us. Again, on your own speed, at your own pace. So again, if you watched me the first time, this time you're doing it on your own, cool. If you did it with me, and this time you're watching me to make sure you did it right, cool. All right, ready? Get in your place. Remember your starting point. Let's go through protocol together. Sudachi, right? Yoi. Taikyoku Shodan. And Hajime. A few minutes to wrap up your kata. A few seconds. And yame, os. All right, very good. Thank you, students, for joining me for this class. Again, this is a beginner class where we're learning our first kata together, Taikyoku Shodan. So thank you for joining me. If you have questions, please leave them down in the comment section. You can email me directly if you'd like. You can also reach me on my website. That's Shotokan University online. I'll be happy to field your questions there as well. Okay, together. Ready, stance. And Sudachi. Right. Yoi. Step into Seiza. All right, for your meditation, I want you to go through the kata. Go through it from the beginning to the end. Walk yourself through the entire kata. Think about each section. Ready? Mokuso. So again, hopefully you went through that kata in your mind, you thought about the things that maybe you could do a little better. Some of the things you actually did very well. Think about those things as well, okay? Understand that you are doing very well in certain sections and maybe you need help in others. All right, so Sensei, you ready? And Tate. Yoi. Subidachi. Ready. Yoi. Os. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you in the next class.